What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm going to be talking about the 2022 Nevada Senate election between Catherine Cortez Masto and popular Republican and Trump-endorsed Adam Laxalt. So the first slide I have for you today is a map of Nevada with the presidential election results from 2020, and it shows how Joe Biden won by about 2.5% in Nevada, which was actually more than Hillary won by in 2016. However, because it was a blue wave year, political analysts are led to believe that Nevada is trending more and more red. And you can see that Clark County, where the most populous city of Las Vegas is, that traditionally trends Democratic, is within the 9-point range of Republican control. So this map shows a bit how Democrats are losing favorability in Nevada, and could display how incumbent Senator Catherine Cortez Masto may have trouble on her hands in just a year and a half. So this is the results from the 2016 race between Heck and Cortez Masto, and I actually don't know a lot about Heck, but it shows how Cortez Masto won by similar margins as the presidential election just last year, about 2.5%. And Catherine Cortez Masto actually isn't the most popular senator in Nevada, and these results show it right here. You see how the county that is home to Reno did not even go for Cortez Masto, which would be expected because it was a Democratic urban area. However, Clark County did go for Cortez Masto by a sizable margin. And if we look at the 2016 results, you see how Hillary just barely really won Nevada, and it was in the tilt range, or just outside of the tilt range. However, Hillary was able to hang on to Washoe County, which is home to Reno, which is actually quite a bellwether county, and performed very well in Clark County. But back to the 2022 Senate race, you can see how Catherine Cortez Masto is up against the likely Republican nominee of Adam Laxalt. There are a few other Republicans running or expected to run. However, Adam Laxalt is the presumptive nominee from the Republican Party for this race, mostly because he is endorsed by Mitch McConnell, Ron DeSantis, so popular Republicans. But the kingpin, I'll say, of the Republican Party, Donald Trump, has already endorsed Adam Laxalt. And for those of you that don't know, Adam Laxalt is actually the grandson of popular former governor, Republican Laxalt, who was governor in the 70s and 80s, I believe, and his grandfather was a very popular Republican in Nevada, and the Laxalt family as a whole has been able to keep the mostly blue state of Nevada until recently slightly conservative. Adam Laxalt was a former attorney general. This is what he looks like. And just to remind you, he is endorsed by Trump, and he was also the nominee for governor in 2018. But this is the big deal of why I'm even making this video, is because the only poll that has come out of Nevada so far has Adam Laxalt in the lead by 10%. We actually can look at this poll in more depth on 538. You can see how this is a BC rated poll, which is okay. And they polled almost 600 registered voters, and Adam Laxalt won by 10% in their poll. And the registered voter is a big deal because many people are registered to vote, however don't. And the registered voters polls tend to favor Republicans because, unfortunately for Democrats, on Election Day, they tend to have lower turnout than Republicans. However, if Adam Laxalt is polling this high in just simply registered voters, you can assume that he has the support of many independents and Democrats in Nevada. Another indicator of how Catherine Cortez Masto will do compared to Adam Laxalt is the popularity of the incumbent, Joe Biden. And currently, Joe Biden, while his approval numbers are on the upswing recently, he took a sharp decline a couple weeks ago, going from an approved of president to a disapproved of president. And as you can see recently, he is trying to rebound. However, because of the crisis in Afghanistan, you can see the sharp decline in President Biden's poll numbers, And the issue that voters most have going into polls in the midterm election is how are they doing with current incumbent control? And if Joe Biden is unpopular, especially amongst the Nevada electorate, that really harms Catherine Cortez Masto's chances of winning the election. And the reason why not only the Nevada election, but so many other toss-up state elections are so important is because you can see here the Senate is 50-50, and whatever way Nevada goes, if all of the races stayed the same, which I don't think they do, but if Nevada went Republican, it would go to Republican control, and if it went Democrat again and re-elected their incumbent Catherine Cortez Masto, who has only served one term since 2016 and actually impressively won in a red wave year, this race could potentially determine the fate of the Senate of the 118th Congress that would start in 2023. So, I will have more updates out of Nevada in the future, and thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and follow on Instagram. Thank you.